All right, let's dive into something that, well, a lot of guys can probably relate to. How to get that drive and energy back as we get a little older. Today we're going to break down a really simple, totally natural way to do just that, using 2 ingredients you probably have in your kitchen right now. Let's get into it.
So, does this question hit home for you? You know that feeling, like your internal battery just doesn't hold a charge the way it used to? Look, you are definitely not alone in this. It's a super common experience, but hey, that doesn't make it any easier to deal with, right?
And this isn't just about feeling physically tired. No, it goes way deeper than that. This kind of exhaustion can really start to chip away at your confidence. And maybe most importantly, it can start to mess with the intimacy and the connection you have with your partner. It's this quiet frustration that a lot of guys feel but don't always talk about.
So what's really going on under the hood? It's so easy to just blame it all on age, but what we're looking at today points to some very specific things happening inside the body. Let's pull back the curtain and find out what's actually causing this.
Yeah, the real culprits here are these processes that are happening inside your body that you might not even know about. They're silent, they're unseen, but you can for sure feel their effects. There are 2 big factors working against your vitality.
Okay, first up, inflammation. Now, a little bit of inflammation is totally normal. It's how our bodies heal. But the problem is when it becomes chronic, this constant low-grade response to stress. When that happens, it just bogs everything down. Seriously, think of it like trying to run through mud. It just slows down all those vital systems that give you your energy and your drive.
And the second bad guy in this story is poor circulation, and this is a huge one. When your blood isn't flowing the way it should, your body just isn't getting the oxygen and the fuel it needs to perform. It's a direct line to that feeling of fatigue and just not being able to show up with the energy you want to have.
Now, hearing all that might sound a little discouraging, I get it. But here's the really good news. You don't have to turn to a bunch of complicated treatments or expensive pills. The solution can literally be found right in your kitchen.
And that brings us to the heart of this whole thing. A really powerful, natural team-up between 2 ingredients I guarantee you know. Each one is packed with stuff that directly targets those root causes we were just talking about.
This is where you can really see how these 2 work together as a team. So you've got ginger. Its active compounds, these things called gingerols, are an absolute powerhouse for boosting your circulation and fighting that chronic inflammation. Then, on the other side, you have coffee. The caffeine helps open up your blood vessels, which improves blood flow even more, and it helps your body release fatty acids for some nice, sustained energy. It's a perfect 1-2 punch.
And just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, get this. Coffee alone can boost physical performance by up to 15%. That's a pretty big deal all by itself. Now imagine pairing that power with all the circulatory benefits you get from ginger. That's where the real magic starts to happen.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. This is the simple ritual you can start using. Honestly, it really is this simple. First, you just brew 1 cup of your favorite strong coffee. Then you're going to add about 1 inch of finely grated fresh ginger. Let that steep for about 3 minutes so all that good stuff can infuse into the coffee. And here's the key part, the timing. Drink it about 30 minutes before you want to feel its effects.
Now this is really important for getting the best results. Balance. This isn't something you do every single day. The idea is to use this blend about 3 times a week. That helps keep your body responsive to it and helps you maintain its effectiveness over the long haul. So, let's wrap this all up. What's the big takeaway here? It's all about empowerment. It's about knowing that you can take simple, natural steps to get your vitality back on track. So to sum it all up, we've looked at a simple, all-natural formula. It's not some magic pill, but it is a way to address the real root causes of that energy drain, inflammation, and poor circulation. Think of it as a straightforward ritual to help you take back control of your vitality. And of course, please remember this is all for informational purposes. You should always chat with a healthcare professional before making any changes to your health routine.
Because ultimately, this is what it's truly all about. It's not just about physical performance. It's about restoring that core drive and that energy that creates a deep connection with your partner. That's the real win here.
And that's our explainer. So we'll leave you with one final thought, a question to think about. If you could get that spark back, that energy, that drive, what would you do with it? Thanks for tuning in.